Hi YouTube, welcome to the second instalment of Dan's Ultimate Garage. I've actually ordered from Fraser's Harley Davidson the LED upgrade for the fat bob here. Shout out to Rod and Bruno from Fraser's Harley Davidson at Sydney. Bruno actually walked around the whole showroom with me. We looked at different light setups on their stock in store, and he really went a bit above and beyond to make sure I was happy with the chosen upgrade. So as you can see, the fat bob's pretty iconic with its dual headlight setup. It's the only Harley Davidson model that has the two headlights out the front. In Australia and a lot of Asia Pacific region bikes that are delivered, you don't get both lights illuminated at the same time like the American models. So with the Australian model, as you can see when I turn it on, just the right side is your low beam with a parking light on the left side, and then when you flick the high beam on, the right light turns off and the left side is illuminated. So I'll just demonstrate that for you now. So that's low beam, and as you can see the parking light on the left side, and when I flick it to high beam, the right light will cancel out. Now in saying that, once the LED headlight is installed, I've also ordered a shell so that it's pretty much plug and play, and both lights will illuminate on low beam and both lights will illuminate on high beam, which is something that's only the American models have benefited from. Something to do with Australian compliance, I'm not sure, but it looks much better having both lights illuminated than just the one. The halogen bulbs are looking quite dated now, with the 2018s rolling out all with standard LED lighting, and you're also going to get the benefit of them running cooler. Halogen globes, generally you're going to end up replacing globes. Once you do this LED headlight upgrade, you're never going to need to replace globes. So it might be a bit of cost outlaid to get the upgrade, but you're never going to buy another globe again.
Okay, so fast forward a week and the headlights have come in. I went over to Fraser's this morning at Concord, saw Bruno, and he hooked me up with the lights. So I'll do a bit of an unboxing here. You'll see what comes in the kit, and then I'll get stuck into installing it on the bike, hopefully with minimal issues. So in this box here, get rid of that. We've just got a bit of a wiring harness, got two of those. That's one of the lenses there. It has got little bits of script in the lens, so you shouldn't be able to muck it up too much as to what way is the right way up. So they look really high quality, and just a simple plug on the back which is going to plug into those wiring harnesses and hopefully into the shell. Obviously being the fat bob, we've got dual headlights, so there's the second one. Again, it's got the script on there, so we shouldn't be able to muck it up and get them confused with which is the right way up. And that's the wiring harnesses, and a bit of an instruction. Better have a read of that before we get stuck into it as well. Okay. In this box, we've got the shell. This is really the main thing that you need to order for Australian delivered, and I believe Japanese delivered bikes. As I said before in the intro, Australian and Japanese delivered bikes, you just have one headlight on at a time. Something to do with Australian design rules, and I'm not sure why. It looks ridiculous. This shell should alleviate that problem. This shell's for US delivered bikes, which should have a very simple wiring harnessing here. 6 gears Bentley there, he's just enjoying the boxes. So this is the shell, the new shell. As I said, US delivered bike, so that should plug into the original equipment harness that came on the bike. And these have the dual setup inside, so that both lights should come on at the same time. So ordering this shell should make this a very simple install. And obviously my original lens dress should fit straight onto the top of that. So we'll see you in a bit, and hopefully with the lights installed, and we'll do a bit of a time lapse because I've got absolutely no idea how long this is going to take me. Wish me luck. Okay, so I just wanted to just stop at this point. I've pretty much assembled the new headlights in the new housing. I just wanted to explain the bit that was probably the trickiest. It's actually this fascia here, this little outer ring, I guess. It's I carried that over from the original headlight. And basically it's just hard to line that up with the American housing. It did get there in the end, it was just a little bit fiddly. And on the underside you'll see here 2 Allen keys. It was a bit of a punish trying to find an Allen key that fitted that. I did eventually find one. They're pretty tight, but we got there in the end. But yeah, you just basically want this outer ring to sit flush on the new housing. So that's the only bit that's carried over. Other than that, you would have seen in the time lapse, I hooked up the new lenses, and there's quite a bit of wiring sitting in the back of this mounting. I didn't think it was going to fit, but it did in the end. So hopefully I'll chuck it back on time lapse now, and it should be just a matter of plugging this in and screwing it up, and then hopefully I'll have another clip for you later to show you the comparison at night time, how much more light these lights put out. So fingers crossed it all works when I plug it back up. Okay, got the headlights installed now. It looks pretty good. I'm really happy with the results. We're going to have to wait till night time now so that I can align the headlights. All that's involved there is just shining it against, I use the closed garage door as a guide. I haven't tightened this completely. There's a bolt under here which you can see. That just allows me to dip the headlights slightly forward or slightly back. It's reasonably snug, but once I get it aligned properly, then I'll tighten it right up, and basically you just do that so you don't blind other motorists. That's all that's for. I'll just do a quick chuck the lights on just so you can see what they look like during the day. I'm really happy with that. They look really nice. Basically updates this bike. As I said to you before, all the 2018 Harley Davidsons are coming out with LED lighting, which I think looks really schmick. So if I just put it on high beams, low beams, high beams, back to low beams. Yeah, lots of benefits with this. It runs a lot cooler. Shouldn't need to replace these. These will be the last headlights I ever put in this bike, whereas the old halogen globes, they blow. You end up replacing them. Drains a lot less on the battery as well. So I'll probably be replacing a lot less batteries as well as a result of the sliding. Yeah, if I can install it, anyone can. So just took a little bit of time getting the, as I said, this outer housing matching up with the new one. But yeah, I'm really happy with the result. Thanks for watching.